Hey there! Ever had one of those days where everything feels dull, motivation seems like a distant memory, and you wonder if you'll ever get out of this slump? Well, you're not alone. And here's something controversial. Motivation is overrated. That's right. Motivation won't always show up, but what will truly change your life is discipline. Today, we're diving deep into how tiny decisions, small but powerful actions, can completely transform even your most boring, unmotivated days. Hello, welcome to English Cactus. My name is Anna. Before we jump in, make sure you grab your free PDF of the lesson from the video description. This video is designed to help you practice your English in a fun, relaxed, and natural way, enhancing your listening skills effortlessly. Here's a quick tip. Use the shadowing technique. First, simply listen to my story and understand the general idea. Then, replay it, pausing after each sentence to repeat aloud exactly what you hear. This method will rapidly boost your pronunciation and fluency, almost like chatting casually with a close friend. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to connect with you. Now, grab your coffee, relax, and let's begin. I woke up this morning feeling tired and without any motivation. Usually, I'm excited to create content for people who want to study English and learn new things. But today was different. Everything felt slow, dull, and honestly, a bit boring. Even my favorite morning coffee seemed less inviting than usual. I sat on my bed, stared at the ceiling, and wondered why today felt so challenging. I love my job, but today, the passion I usually feel just wasn't there. When I finally got up, I went to my desk and stared at the blank screen in front of me. Normally, I can easily come up with fun ideas and useful tips to help people learn. Today, nothing seemed to work. Ideas felt distant, like they were hiding somewhere far away from me. Minutes passed slowly, and I felt more and more frustrated. I started questioning myself, wondering why I couldn't push through. I felt guilty, because I usually motivate others, yet today I was struggling myself. But as I sat quietly, I reminded myself something important. Everyone has days like these. Even people who love their jobs sometimes feel stuck and uninspired. Maybe today wasn't about being super productive, but rather about understanding myself better. Perhaps today's slow pace was a chance to be patient and kind to myself, something I often forget. And with this thought, I started to wonder, could today actually teach me something valuable? Maybe this boring, unmotivated day was exactly what I needed to grow and connect better with others tomorrow. Today was definitely not my best day. I couldn't ignore how disconnected I felt from everything I usually enjoy. For example, I skipped my morning exercise, something that always helps me feel energized. This made me feel guilty, knowing how beneficial exercise normally is for my mood. Even my daily routines, like reading a few pages from a book or watching short videos to help me study English, felt unusually challenging. I found myself asking why I couldn't simply push through these feelings, and this made me feel even worse. I started reflecting deeply about why I felt so unmotivated. Usually, I'm the one encouraging others to learn new things and stay positive, but today, even small tasks felt overwhelming, which made me feel embarrassed. I wondered if there was something wrong with me or if perhaps I had done something differently. Maybe I was expecting too much from myself. The more I thought about it, the heavier the guilt felt, because I knew people counted on me to stay upbeat and motivating. Yet, amidst these tough emotions, I realized something important. It's okay to have days when things don't feel right. Having real emotions and recognizing them honestly is crucial. Instead of pretending everything was fine, I decided to accept my feelings. Acknowledging my low energy helped me see that maybe I needed rest or just a slower pace today. These honest reflections were helping me learn more about myself. It occurred to me What if these difficult moments are actually valuable, teaching me things that perfect days cannot? As I sat reflecting on my feelings, I remembered something powerful I once heard. Motivation is a feeling, discipline is a decision. Suddenly, this made sense to me more clearly than ever. Motivation comes and goes. It's like a friend who visits but never stays too long. Discipline, however, is like a loyal companion always by your side, even when things get tough. I began to realize that relying solely on motivation wasn't enough, especially on days like today when motivation seemed to vanish. This understanding made me think about my habits. When I feel motivated, it's easy to do things like read, exercise, or study English. But what happens when that motivation disappears? This is exactly when discipline steps in. Discipline means doing small actions even when you don't feel like it, simply because you've decided they're important. For example, writing just one sentence in English, listening to a short podcast, or reviewing vocabulary for only 5 minutes. These little disciplined actions keep you moving forward, even on your worst days. The more I thought about it, the more powerful discipline seemed. It was the key to consistency, especially when motivation wasn't there. It helped me understand that I didn't need to do big, impressive things every day. I just needed to make small, consistent choices, like studying English for just a few minutes or doing a quick stretch. Discipline reminded me that progress doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet and simple, yet incredibly powerful. I began to wonder, could shifting my focus from motivation to discipline truly transform the way I handle difficult days? As I continued reflecting, I thought about practical things I could do to help shift my mindset, even just slightly. Sometimes, when we're feeling stuck, we think we need to make big changes to feel better. But I've learned that small, simple actions can often make the biggest difference. For example, writing down a few sentences in English, watching a short, funny video, or taking a brief walk outside can break the cycle of feeling stuck. These simple tasks may seem tiny, but they have a surprising ability to refresh your perspective. One thing I've noticed is how changing your environment can dramatically affect your mood. If you're always studying English in the same place and feeling bored, try moving to a different spot. Maybe go to a cafe, sit outside in a park, or even just move from your desk to the kitchen table. A new environment can give you fresh energy. Another simple but powerful trick is organizing your workspace. Cleaning up clutter or rearranging your desk can create a sense of control and calm, making it easier to focus and feel productive again. Taking a short break to do something enjoyable can also be incredibly helpful. Maybe watch a brief video about something you love, or listen to a song that makes you smile. Even stepping outside for 5 minutes to breathe fresh air and stretch can help you reset mentally. These simple actions aren't just small distractions. They're effective ways to gently guide yourself back into productivity and positivity. As I thought more about these tiny adjustments, I realized how often we underestimate the power of small steps. Could these small, easy actions really hold the key to turning around my entire day? Reflecting on these simple actions, I realized how powerful small steps truly are, especially on difficult days. Often, we think strength is about doing big, impressive things. But real strength, I've learned, lies in showing up even when it's hard, doing just one small thing, despite how we feel. It's quietly writing a single sentence in English when you feel uninspired, taking a short walk even when you feel tired, or simply choosing to stay disciplined in small ways. These little actions are signs of deep inner strength, even if they don't feel significant at first. Think about a tiny seed. It doesn't become a strong tree overnight. It grows slowly, quietly, day by day. In the same way, every small action we take, like reading a short paragraph to study English or repeating a few words aloud, helps us grow bit by bit. It's easy to overlook these actions because they're small, but these are precisely what build lasting change. Over time, small, consistent steps become strong habits that can carry us through even the toughest days. Remembering this, I felt a gentle reassurance. Even on my most unmotivated days, doing one small, disciplined thing meant I was still moving forward. I didn't have to be perfect or constantly motivated. I just needed to keep showing up in small ways. This understanding gave me comfort and hope. It made me think deeper. Maybe the secret to true growth and strength isn't dramatic change, but steady, quiet persistence. Could it be that these tiny steps are far more powerful than we ever imagined? So, tell me honestly, what small, disciplined action will you choose to take today? Are you ready to move beyond relying only on motivation and build real strength through consistency? Remember, changing your life doesn't need huge actions. It starts with simple, everyday steps. Let me know in the comments. What's one tiny habit you're committing to right now? Don't wait until motivation finds you again. Start today, because every small action you take counts far more than you imagine. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to activate notifications. Keep showing up, keep growing, and let's continue this journey together. You've got this.